We have reviewed a ton of backpacks at Nomads Nation, and these are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks for the best looking backpacks. Guys, I'm Aaron Radcliffe from Nomads Nation, and we take our backpack reviews very seriously. This isn't just some list we read off of the internet. We literally own and have reviewed every backpack on this list. And the best part is that each one of these backpacks that we're going to review has their own in-depth review, which you can find below in the description. Let's go. Real fast, for context, the hard part with this review is that everybody's ideas of what looks great is going to differ, sometimes dramatically. To me, a great looking backpack is a backpack that has a really smooth and simple aesthetic. The less that's going on, the better. The more that's happening, if there's like pockets and all this stuff and all this great, that's what makes a bad looking backpack, in my opinion. So the first backpack on our list is our best looking backpack for everyday carry and tech gear, and that's the Errant Tech Pack 2. This look says like, I'm a designer or like a techie person, but I like to keep it sleek and minimal. PC, don't know what that means, Mac only. In terms of the look, it's very minimalist. We got like this cool, wrinkly, sort of a hip vibe to it, which I really dig. And talking about sleekness, I mean, black on black on black on black on black, matte black YKK zippers, this PU waterproof coating right there, and the Cordura ballistic nylon. I mean, this thing just looks freaking magical. Some specs of this bad boy: 17-liter capacity, 3.8 pounds. Incredible comfort. I mean, this is like that air mattress sort of like padding that they have on their back panel, as well as their shoulder straps. And also some next level materials. In particular, this Cordura ballistic nylon looks durable and rough, but yet so silky and smooth to the touch. So all those things combined is why the Errant Tech Pack 2 costs, a decent price of $210 US. But let's talk about some of the pros and the cons of the Errant Tech Pack 2. Pro number 1 is, like all Air products, you've got that next level comfort. Pro number 2 is I love that all the zippers are waterproof, okay? It adds to that sleek aesthetic, but it also just keeps your tech gear and other dry, which is awesome. And pro number 3 is I love the organization of this bad boy. You've got this main pocket right here with all these little compartments, whether it's pens, whether it's, you got your key right there, which also extends to like the laptop compartment, which is so well padded, like really nice job there. And you got like this little pocket right here. So there's a lot of really cool features and like hidden compartments. But really the laptop compartment, I should place a little bit more love and TLC into this, because like it is fantastic. Really nice materials. You want your laptop to feel safe and secure and like it's just relaxing and like a spa or like a nice little cloud, and that's what the Errant Tech Pack 2 provides. But on the flip side, a few cons. My biggest con is an easy one. This backpack, you're like, whoa, 17 liters, looks like it can hold a lot, and then you're like, it actually cannot. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you open up this main compartment right here, and then when you're trying to get in there, it sort of like bends over like that, and it makes the bottom really difficult to access. Overall, it's a great pack. Just don't buy this if you gotta carry a ton of stuff. Con number 2 is gonna be on the same sort of line, and that goes with the laptop compartment. You got limited access, okay? Like you've got a bunch of room in there and a couple compartments, but you're not gonna be able to fit a lot of stuff. This is just gonna kind of slide in your laptop, maybe slide in a tablet or something else, and then just kind of leave it as is, because it's not gonna be able to fit a ton of gear. If you are interested in learning more about the Errant Tech Pack 2, check the links below for our full review. Our number 2 backpack on the list is the Bellroy Classic Backpack, or AKA our best everyday carry for minimalists. This has kind of like that mid-century modern, like Bauhaus, like sort of like classic kind of a vibe to it, Like if you're the type of person who has like the sketch moleskin notebook, and you're constantly like sitting in parks and like sketching shit, then this is like your backpack. This backpack is made from really amazing materials, both inside and out, but extra emphasis on the minimalism. There's not a lot of pockets going on. Like as to where the Errant Tech Pack had that front pocket and it had like 10 pockets within that pocket, that single pocket has more pockets than this entire bag has. There's really only like 5 or 6 compartments in the bag in its entirety. One of my favorites being this little hidden pocket right there, perfect for your keys. And then other pockets have really nice materials to them, really nice and silky, and look at how elastic that is. Mwah, I love it. But it's really about that look. This is what Bellroy does so good with their aesthetic, is like this whole like classiness, like the leather tab and the way that this leather sort of plays off of the more polyester material here, and how they tastefully sort of like accent this throughout the backpack with the leather there, and just the way that all of these little tidbits work just gives it a really smart and classy look. Some quick specs about the Bellroy Classic Backpack. It comes in a bajillion color options. I went with the blue. It's 20-liter capacity. It weighs 1.6 pounds. And depending on the color you get, it'll change the price because different colors are used with different materials, some more premium than others. I went on the low end. This bad boy is $90 US, but some of the other versions can be as high as 140 or even 150 USD. Some quick pros and cons about the Bellroy Classic Backpack. Pro number one is that it's a true minimalist pack. There is not a lot going on. I mean, like, even just look at this main compartment. In this main compartment, you literally have this pocket here, water bottle pocket here. That's it. So if you don't need a lot of organization and you're just looking for something that's basic and minimalist, this is your guy. Pro number two is gonna be the materials. Bellroy didn't really cut many corners here. The leather's gorgeous. This polyester is really durable and rough, kind of like a denim feel to it. The interior pockets are great. The zips are YKK. Awesome, awesome materials. But on the flip side, there's definitely some cons with this guy. Let's start with con number one. I don't think this guy is like super comfortable. It's not that it's uncomfy, it just kind of feels like a little cheap to me. Like see how this back panel sort of like pushes out a little bit? Like, I don't think it's supposed to do that. And then these straps just kind of feel a little not premium. And for my second con with this backpack, it's access to the main compartments. They have this little flap right here, right? Which is nice because it hides the zipper and gives it a cleaner and more sleek aesthetic. But sometimes this guy kind of gets caught a little bit. The more you use it, the more efficient you'll get at it, but it is just kind of annoying sometimes. It's not the smoothest opening and closing experience. If you want to learn more about the Bellroy Classic Backpack, check the description because we got links to reviews. Numero tres on our list is the Boundary Supply Errant, or AKA our best looking everyday carry for adventurers. This is the kind of backpack that says, life is my bitch. I can adventure across the city, I can adventure across the sea, I can hike a mother mountain, and this backpack will help me get there. It's got that really sweet, like old school Indiana Jones, like satchel vibe right here, which I'm not making fun of it. I freaking love this thing. It's like, I love the look of it. And you got like this smooth, shiny material here, which is like, hey, I'm modern. But then you got like these durable, more rugged materials here, which is like, hey, I'm classy too. Modern and classy. The Boundary Supply Errant. In terms of features and user experience, it's really crazy and somewhat complicated. It's a top loader backpack, which I usually do not like because top loaders are like kind of limited and like it's not a very large opening and it's difficult to kind of get things in there. So then Boundary Supply is like, dude, we'll just get in with the back. And you're like, okay, that's cool, I guess, but like it's just different, you know, like it's a really interesting sort of experience. But when you get inside this thing, it's just like the inside is even better than the outside. Like, look at these materials and all these cool features. And this guy, look, I love it, you know? So you're really getting the best of both worlds with like that adventurer, but like modern. Some quick specs for the Boundary Supply Errant. Comes in 3 colors. You got black, blue, but get that tan, dude. The tan is so sweet. It's a 24-liter pack. It weighs 2 pounds, 15 ounces. The price comes in at an incredibly cheap $170 US. This backpack should be more expensive than it is. Let's talk some pros and some cons of the Boundary Supply Errant. Pro number one is going to be like everything. No, we'll just say the amazing materials. Like everything material-wise of the bag, whether it's the exterior materials or these YKK zips or even just these little zipper pulls, they didn't cut a single corner in the materials of this backpack. Pro number two is all the next level features, like in particular, these 2 pockets. You got a little side pocket right here with the magnet keyring. Oh my God, you're so awesome. And then you got also this little wallet pocket right there, which is great, just like, because it's nice and secure against your back. And anytime you need your wallet, you just sort of sling it around, grab your wallet, you're good to go. But on the flip side, a few cons about the Boundary Supply Errant. Con number one is it's a really complicated user face. Like the experience is just tough sometimes. Like these magnets don't always perfectly pop into here. And sometimes the zipper gets caught. You forget that you have to go through the back sometimes. It's not that it's difficult. It just takes a while to get used to. And con number two, which I have this problem with all Boundary Supply products is I don't like the comfort of their product. Back panel is good, it's ventilated, and it's hard, but because of that, it's gonna be durable. I don't like the shoulder straps as much. They're really coarse and they're like kind of a tighter fit. And like when you're taking the backpack on and taking it off, it like rubs against you the wrong way. And then up here, it's a little too close together and it can pinch on your neck a little bit. So yeah, it's not the most comfortable experience. At least for me, it wasn't. Some people are cool with it. I don't know, I had some problems with it. If you are interested in learning more about the Boundary Supply Errant, you should check out the review in the description. It's my favorite one that we've ever done. Number 4, Peak Design Everyday Backpack, AKA our best looking backpack for photographers. This one's quite simple. Do you own a DSLR, dude? Is that a yes? If so, this is your backpack. The Peak Design Everyday Backpack is their flagship backpack and has an aesthetic that I would describe as futuristic as but it does so without compromising the user experience. You can typically tell if a backpack's a photography backpack because it has these sort of side axis panels right there. Why? Oh my God, that bird inspires me. Let me capture this moment. Kaboom, click, done. You see that? And to make it even easier, Peak Design has implemented this swivel system right here. So as you're going from bird, need shots, the swivel system kind of helps move the shoulder strap around in a way that makes it easier to access your camera. And also hugely important for both a aesthetic perspective, the way that it looks and the way that it functions, is this mag latch right here. Basically, it's like a latch with some magnets in it. Okay, this little guy, like, it's so cool. You just go ahead and you clip it into place and boom, your backpack is secure. It's really futuristic, but I do like what Peak Design did here with adding some like leathery tidbits to kind of like bring it back down to earth a little bit. I don't know, these tidbits for me help neutralize it a little bit, and I just think it looks really classy. Some specs about the Peak Design Everyday Backpack. It comes in 2 sizes, a 20 liter or a 30 liter. This guy's the 20. You've got 4 color options. You've got the light gray, a dark gray, a black, and a blue. The 20 liter weighs 3.6 pounds, and the 30 liter weighs 3.8 pounds. And the 20 liter will cost you $260 US, and the 30 liter will cost you $290 US. Not cheap. Let's chat some pros and some cons about the Peak Design Everyday Backpack. Pro number 1 is going to be all of the awesome features, whether it's this amazing little mag latch right there, or the swivel system for the photographers. This backpack is just feature galore. Ooh, and another thing worth mentioning for photographers is going to be these flex fold dividers. These Velcro onto either side of the backpack, and they basically work as like a cubby system. Pro number 2 is going to be all of the premium materials you're getting. I mean, it's not just like this outside polyester, but it's also like these interior materials. This could be one of the best internal pockets I've ever played with. Like, you are just a joy, nice little magnet. And pro number 3 is gonna be the comfort. It's actually got a nice tight fit to it. It doesn't take up too much space on your back. It's actually just kind of a small little square. And yeah, it feels nice and cozy to wear. But on the other side, let's chat about some cons. Con number 1, I hate what they've done with this keyring solution right here. They leave it on the strap and then you're supposed to put it in the water bottle pocket, and it's dumb. Con number 2 is that the tech compartment is made of amazing materials, but it's a really tight squeeze to get in there. Access is so limited. You can only do like this little line right there. And when there's a laptop in there in the back and there's stuff filled in with the front, it's like you're not gonna be able to fit anything else in there. So keep that in mind. If you wanna learn more about the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, check them links below. I went to like a somersault. And our number 5 backpack on the best looking backpacks is going to be the WANDRD HEXAD Access Duffel, aka our best looking backpack for long-term travel. This backpack really has kind of like a military almost vibe to it. Like, it looks like you're almost like ready to go to boot camp, you know? Like, you got all these cool design work here, which is really nice, but like, it just kind of looks like, I don't know, it's got like all these buckles and stuff. It just got like that military sort of vibe to me, like tactical almost. A huge reason why I'm nominating it to this list is because this whole front panel, there's nothing. It's just the logo, and like, that is it. Then on the back side, we've got a little bit more going on in the sides in terms of like these buckles and stuff, but it's all very beautifully done. And I love this back panel right here. It's a really cool, one of my favorite designs actually. I love the way that looks, and everything just looks really nice on it. But on the flip side, while it has a minimalist sort of outside aesthetic, you'll see that on the inside, it's not a minimalist aesthetic, and it can be a little bit of a functional nightmare sometimes. We've got like all these pockets up here, and like it's just, there's way too many zippers, and some things you can close and access and other things that you can't. And even when getting into the main compartment, there's like 2 different accesses, but like you can't close this with the straps, so you have to kind of do one of those. But the thing is, like any backpack that has a complicated user experience, it's not that it's bad. It's not that it's impossible. It just kind of takes a little bit more practice to get used to it and kind of learn like how to navigate it. The WANDRD HEXAD Access Duffel comes in 3 colors. You got the black, there's also a blue and a green. The backpack comes in one size, 45 liters. It weighs 3.9 pounds, which is actually pretty impressive given like the materials and like everything that's on it. And it's gonna run you around $260 US. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of the WANDRD HEXAD Access Duffel backpack. Too many words. Pro number 1, I mean, that sleek look, man. I just think it's cool, you know? Like, I've never seen a backpack that really offers that, where it's like the whole front is just like sleek. Pro number 2 is it's actually a really comfy wear. I do like these straps a lot, and I do like this back panel. The back panel looks great and feels great. And pro number 3, as you would expect with any backpack in this price range, just the amazing materials. The materials on this bad boy are amazing, whether it's the outer materials, like the smooth, like sort of like a leathery feel to it, or the amazing zipper pulls, or the interior materials. I mean, this guy just feels fantastic. But on the flip side, let's talk about the cons. The cons are all on this side. And when it comes to actually using the backpack, when it comes to all these like zippers and all these, this whole back panel can just be a nightmare because of how many different things are going on and how confusing everything is, and like the way that you have to take certain things off to be able to open it and then put them back on, and then there's like 15 gajillion zippers over here. It's a complicated user experience. Con number 2 is that unfortunately this duffel experience isn't quite as cool as like you'd think it would be. They made these straps to be a little thinner so that when you pop one on top of the other, you just go ahead and grab this. And in theory it works, but in practice it's a little uncomfortable, and these things kind of slide around. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't work too well. If you are interested in learning more about the WANDRD HEXAD Access Duffel backpack, then do check the links below, my friend, because we got a full review for you. If you're still here, it means 2 things. 1, you found this review useful, and 2, you love backpacks. So please do us a favor, hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the notification bell so you can know anytime we publish a new backpack review, roundup, whatever it might be. Also, if you own any of these backpacks, do us a huge favor and let us know what you think of those backpacks in the comments below. It helps other people have a more well-rounded understanding of where these backpacks rock, where they suck, and kind of everything in between. Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.